I'm definitely going to give a trigger warning on this one. Welcome to the short bus. Hope everybody is having a great day. Imagine dropping your child off at your local daycare. You go on to work or whatever you need to do. Thinking your child is in a safe place, other children to play with, and trusted adults. And when you go to pick them up, they are so happy to see you, not because they missed you, but because they know they are like safe now with their parent. While at the daycare, the child is physically assaulted or abused. What's really sad is there's so many stories of this that it's ridiculous. I did a simple YouTube search looking for videos on this subject, and it is like straight overwhelming. And we can go through a few of them to see maybe signs to maybe look out for if you do take your child to a daycare. Delay, and not even an apology saying, "Oh, or fucking charges." That's just one video that I found.
You want to go in our room and go to sleep in there? That's what I said. Well, then stop crying. Screaming. No, she's not crying. Screaming. Good night. That's everything. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Are you coming with me? That's enough. Enough. It is nap time. No one wants to hear your scream.
Oh my god. She said, did you hear? She said, about to say, I don't want to hear your shit. Here is another monster that we that just happened to be caught on camera shoving a 4-year-old. Why in the hell would she shove a 4-year-old downstairs? These people, some of these daycare workers are straight monsters. I mean, they may go into it and the stress gets to them. I don't know, but you know what? Children should not be treated like this. And here we have a 4-year-old
girl assaulted by a teacher who was supposed to be caring for her.
2 former employees at a local daycare are facing charges after being accused of mistreating the child. Local 12's Jenna Cisneros joins us live in Fairfield outside Wild Kingdom Early Learning Center. Jenna, first off, how is the little girl?
Yeah, I spoke with the mother of the little girl, and thankfully she's been doing well. Her mom says that she is nonverbal, and staff describes her as a gentle soul who wouldn't hurt anybody. The director says as soon as she heard that little girl's cry, she says her motherly instinct came to life, and she knew something was immediately wrong.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you.
What appears to be a seemingly normal start for this preschool classroom quickly turned chaotic.
Oh my God.
Former teacher James Cialino had been watching 10 kids in his class back in June when a 4-year-old girl left the room with another class. Jennifer Miller, the teacher of the other class, brings the child back into Cialino's classroom, and then he pushes her to the ground. Miller watched it all happen and proceeds to shut the door and leave.
The video itself has all the truth it needs in it. So as soon as you watch that, or as soon as you see that, you know immediately what has to be done.
Director Lisa McMillian says a third teacher, seen in the red shirt, came into the classroom after the little girl got pushed to the ground. That teacher was not involved in this incident. Cialino then took the little girl to McMillian's office.
You just know something's not right with that cry. As a mom, you know when something is not right. As a director, I know all of those children and I know how they cry.
McMillian says she immediately pulled the surveillance video, fired the 2 teachers, reported the incident to police, as well as the little girl's family.
What the hell is this? I cried. I couldn't hold it. It was so heartbroken.
3 months later, the family is still struggling to forget the incident.
That's something you never forget. This child will always have these memories of being treated like that. If not, it will affect her and it goes on and on. But this next video, definitely trigger warning right here on this.
Bottle warmer at a New Orleans daycare is speaking out exclusively. And the mother of a 6-month-old who had her hand forcefully burned on a bottle warmer at a New Orleans daycare is speaking out exclusively with Fox 8. She tells David Jones she's demanding the woman who allegedly did this and the daycare employing her to be held accountable.
Kalicia Vining says she and her daughter are scarred by this experience. Now, we do want to warn our viewers, some of the images in this story are disturbing.
You see this type of stuff on movies, you see this type of stuff on TV, you know, never really thinking it could hit home.
When Kalicia Vining reflects on what happened at a local daycare, the hurt, pain, and anger come flooding in.
They scrubbed all the blisters off her hand, and she was screaming. And I had to hold her down because...
Through tear-stained eyes, Vining remembers the physical pain her 6-month-old girl endured at the hospital.
And I had to hold her down because she don't know what's going on, you know. She was 6 months old. She's just crying, and I don't know what to do.
Vining says these photos of her daughter's hand taken at a follow-up appointment speak for themselves.
I couldn't believe that she would do Harper that. I just could. Even after seeing it in my heart, I still can't believe she did Harper that. I can't. Like, how the do you do that? How do you do that?
Harper is her baby, who was at McMillan's First Steps daycare in Central City. On September 22nd, police say school video cameras captured employee Victoria Salter taking Harper's hand and placing it into a heated bottle warmer twice. The arrest warrant says that as Harper cries out in pain, Salter can be heard saying, "Good job." The 27-year-old was booked with second-degree cruelty to a juvenile, which is punishable by up to 40 years in state prison upon conviction. The daycare tells Fox 8 Salter had worked there for around 5 months.
In that 5 months, what else had she done that she hasn't got away with? Like, what had she done that she hasn't, has got away with and nobody knows?
She came to me and she said, the Harper's bottles are too big for their bottle warmer. I said, okay. She said, you have a bottle warmer at home? Yeah, take it, you know. I never imagined that would be the same bottle warmer she burned my baby's hand with. Never.
3 weeks later, Vining says she and Harper remain traumatized by the incident.
I'm struggling so bad. I'm not eating, I'm not.
You cannot trust people with your children these days. People, I mean, are monsters. I mean, it just feels like it's got worse and worse. But who knows if this has been going on since when? Who knows how long this shit has been going on that we don't know about what's happening.
Sleeping, Harper's not sleeping. You know, she's way more fussy, way more clingy.
We're not going to give up here. We're going to fight to the end until full prosecution is done to this person that had worked at our facility.
Dr. P.W. Reed says he's director of operations and principal at McMillan's.
We do have the autonomy to make sure that we're vetting even more carefully, that we're watching more carefully every single thing that we're doing.
She's not the only one responsible. She's not the only one that dropped the ball. All of them are responsible.
Vining is critical of the daycare, its hiring practices, and its overall handling of the incident.
My experience was pure hell. Nobody can take that from me. Did I want it to be pure hell? No, it's my baby.
In an interview with Fox 8, Reed said Salter was, quote, dealing with some sheltering issues, but had provided a permanent address.
What does sheltering issues for this woman have to do with putting a baby's hand into a water warmer and burning it?
During the daycare's background check.
I knew that she was dealing with some sheltering issues. And that's all we knew. There were times that she ran late, and yes, we confronted those issues and we dealt with those issues.
Harper's waking up every 2 to 3 hours. She's not allowing you to put her down. Like, you can tell a change in her. No matter how happy she is, I know my child, she's different.
You can see Liliana in the play area while other children are sitting at the tables. A teacher notices Liliana, grabs her by the arms, and pulls her to an area off camera. A worker who the couple tells me is the daycare's owner and director.
What's really sad about that, she seemed frustrated when she picked her up, slung her out the door, and when the child didn't know any better, come back in and was hopping like she was playing.
Is heard on camera.
Again, I get her stressfulness and because the other teacher's not helping. I said, well, nobody's telling me stuff.
Both parents say that wasn't the accountability they were looking for.
She basically said that.
That's sad shit right there. Abuse. That's abuse. Here is another monster.
Tough to watch.
19-year-old Mackenzie Howell's classroom at Kids Academy Daycare in Bryant, now the center of a police investigation.
You can kind of tell with her body language that she was in an agitated state that day.
This surveillance video released by Bryant Police shows disturbing events that happened in her classroom back on June 29th, starting with this little girl. According to police, the 8 kids in the room are about 2 years old. When this girl doesn't stop crying, Howell comes back, and it doesn't stop there. Howell sits down in front of her, grabs her ankles, and pulls. The child appears to hit her head on the tile.
That particular day was actually her birthday.
After getting lunch for the children, Howell's attention seems to turn to a little boy in the class. When she goes to put him in a seat, he falls to the floor, hitting the chair and wall on the way down.
These kids are helpless. They can't defend themselves.
Howell faces 2 felonies, so now her future is in the hands of the court.
I want to end this video with, awareness. I wanted to bring a video like this to help bring awareness to situations like this. And, it's because this type of stuff does happen possibly daily. And it's sad that it does happen. Just always check your child and ask them and, make sure there isn't possibly any bruises that isn't supposed to be there, or just stuff like that, because, or for changing their behavior. That woman, that they're more clingy and stuff like that. And you probably go drop them off and they just don't want to go, because children are smart and they know if they're going to a bad place. I think that's about all with this video, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. I will say also like, comment, and share. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Bye.